What's going on, guys? It's Nick here, back with another fantasy football video. And what the heck? Oh, okay. I get it now. Draft. Okay. I just got very confused. This is a mock draft Monday, and it's on NFL.com. I was looking at this thing over here, and I thought it just picked someone for me, but someone requested I do a mock draft on NFL.com. I'm not sure why anyone would use this site. I don't like it at all, especially this whole setup here. I don't like it. It's like cluttered. Ezekiel just went third. Okay, nice. Um, but they wanted me to do that because basically the rankings are different. So it's nice to see who I am recording. It is nice to see who you can get in different formats because basically if you're gonna go to like a Yahoo or ESPN or NFL, what you want to do is do a mock draft before because the rankings are very different. I mean, I was looking through here and AJ Green's ranked sixth. I think he's ranked like 13th or 14th in ESPN, and then I looked down. It was where is he? Le'Veon Bell is 29th, and I think he's like around 13, 14 in ESPN too. So this is a standard 10-team league. It was also requested I do the one spot, so obviously take Antonio Brown. So we'll just see how the team ends up if it's any different than in the ESPN leagues. Excuse me. So I did want to scroll through a little bit just to see what was different. Watkins seems a lot lower. Not sure why. Um, Tate's a lot lower. Woodhead seems pretty high. This is a standard league, 57 for Woodhead. I don't know, that seems high to me. Eifert's higher. Ajayi's higher, I think. Abdullah might be higher. Can't really tell with that. Brady, I think, is higher. Aiken's higher. So there are some people that are higher. I'm sure there's guys that drop down. But what I wanted to do is just look up a few players. All right, so Vance McDonald goes in 350. So that's nice. Basically, that's what you want to do. Just search it. Type into the search guys that you like and like where they're going. Because if Vance McDonald was ranked like 170, I might have to take him earlier. But if he's ranked 350, so someone actually has to search Vance McDonald, and people don't do that. People just hit the tight end thing and then take the next best guy. So look for Will Tye because Vance McDonald, Will Tye, who I target. Whoops, I scrolled. Come on. 224. So I mean, I like Vance more anyways. What's Sims doing? Oh, Sims is kind of high in NFL.com. He's my boy for ESPN because I can usually get him unless I'm in a subscriber league. You guys all take him. But I didn't even realize my pick's coming up. Oh, God. Scroll. Oh, God. Lacey, Charles, Keenan Allen, Ingram. I think someone took Le'Veon. Yeah, someone took Le'Veon earlier. Out of all of these guys, I feel like Keenan Allen, Alshon, Evans, Marshall. Evans, Jeffrey, Marshall, yeah. I still do not know. Oh, God, it's my turn already. We're not going to take Jamal. I can actually have two because I have back-to-back picks. So I could take Jeffrey and Evans. That'd be a pretty nice way to start my team. And this is only 2 wide receivers and 1 flex. I can get running backs later. So it's either do I want Keenan Allen? I don't think so. Hold on, I'll take one of them now. I don't even know who it would. What? Oh, it wasn't even my turn. Okay. That's confusing, this setup over here. Whatever. So those guys are all gone. So it's Evans, Alshon, but I feel like I want to switch those two. So I think I'm going to. But if they're both on the clock, or I'm on the clock, but if they're both, I'll take Alshon there. I can't also find the stupid mute button. I don't want to mute down here if he's going to mute me. Evans, Keenan Allen. I could take Jamal. Where's Jamal ranked in standard? He is lower than him. Oh, God. No, I feel like Mike Evans is a better pick there. So, I mean, I've started off my team Antonio Brown, Alshon Jeffrey, Mike Evans. Feels like a very good start. Now I'd probably take a running back. I'd take at least one running back with my next two picks, but do I want to take two running backs? Sort by running back. Yeah, no, I hate ESPN, or I hate NFL.com. It's just, this setup is weird, and especially the mock draft lobby, like, there's literally like 20 that you can choose from. And if you want to do like a specific, maybe you want to do a 12-team standard, there's like 3 you can choose from, and they fill up immediately. So if you want to go for a certain spot, you have to wait for like 20 minutes just to find. It's horrible. It's a horrible setup. ESPN's far better. I hate NFL.com. And then if you're actually in a league, it's so slow. It's so slow. Like, it lags every. I hate NFL.com. But someone wanted me to do this, so add to queue. I don't like Forte as much as I used to. I like Powell a lot more now. Anderson's fine. I'd probably take Latavius. I'm starting to like him a lot more. Hill and Bernard are too high. Rawls, I would take him. DeMarco's too low. Langford, Melvin. These are all guys I like. Oh, gotta put Sims up there. So those are obviously who I'd target. I mean, I'm not gonna get most of those. I feel like some of those guys are gonna be gone. Definitely McCoy. That'd be pathetic if he was still on the board. But I'm pretty sure, have 2 quarterbacks already been taken? Yeah, 2 quarterbacks got taken, and someone took Newton 18th overall. My God. Also, like, this is, you can't even like see. You can only see the past 3 picks. Like, what? Gives you the option to move, but all you can do is, oh my God, the site's terrible. What is happening with this red thing? Get off my, oh my God, I hate this site. I don't even know what's happening right now. Like, there's a red box right there. All I wanted to do was see the history again. Oh my God. Go away, red box. Can I move the chat down? No one's talking. Thank God. Okay. Move the chat. Move the chat. Oh my God. Whatever. I don't even. Where? Yo. There we go. Okay. Now hit. No, I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Running backs, please load. Thank you. We'll take Latavius with 1 pick here. I'm sorry. This is literally. I hate this site. I'm not going to take Ryan Matthews. I could probably go Latavius and Rawls back to back. I feel like that would be a solid way to go. Let's see. I have Rawls 15th, Latavius 13th. Both 5th round value, and I feel like that's basically where I'm going with them. Because there's really no one else. Well, actually, I'll look at the wide receivers. I lied. I don't know. Oh my, there's so many good wide receivers. Yeah, I'm only taking one of those guys. Cooks has a lot of upside, and I need upside because I don't need like a. Well, that's not true. I could take a consistent guy. Where are the buys? 8, 9, 6. So I'd preferably take a guy that doesn't have one of those buys, so that I could fill him in for all 3 of them. And that's something that you got to consider. Like, yes, you're drafting a bench spot, but I can fill them in week 6. So basically, I'm playing them week 6, week 8, week 9, tough matchup, and injury. So really, they're actually probably going to play like the majority of the season. Macklin, Cobb, Decker, Hillen. I like a lot of the guys on this list. I feel like I'm not going to get them. That's why I don't like the first pick a ton, or the 12th pick, just because you have to wait so long. I don't like waiting. We'll see. I honestly don't use my rankings that much in real drafts. I have Hilton, then Decker.
Your team is now on the clock.
10 by. So I can either take Did someone draft? Well, I can't actually tell the stupid draft history right now, but someone drafted Rawls. So I'll take Latavius with the next pick. Let's just pick a wide receiver here. I think Hilton would be our guy. Yeah. I like that pick. And then I'll just click this. Draft Latavius. Because I was a lot lower on Latavius just because I don't actually think he's a good running back. But apparently they think he is, or at least they're going to treat him like he is. Because they don't even like him either. They benched him for the fullback last year for a couple games because he fumbles and stuff. Like he's just not even good. But they want to, I guess, ease in DeAndre Washington. Not really ease in, but he's a rookie, and rookies need time to develop. And I guess just their offensive line's like top 5, potentially like top 3. So with an improved defense, they might be, if they're up late in games, they can really, really grind the clock with their run game. And with that offensive line, just to ease the load off Derek Carr. And I think if Latavius is the guy that he was last year with the amount of carries, and they've said they want to give him the ball more potentially this year, he is well worth a 5th-round pick. He's probably worth a 4th-round pick, really anywhere in the 4th round, even the first pick of the 4th round. And injuries was a concern last year for me with Latavius. I think I took him and Doug Martin in like the 5th and 6th rounds last year of my league, and I wanted to take them both just because they're both injury risks for me. But Latavius really hasn't gotten injured. I thought he was going to be more injury prone than he is. Maybe that means he's due. I don't know, but he hasn't really been injured much in the pros. I think he's only missed like 2 games. So if he is the workhorse, and you look at this team, that is scary. I mean, Brown, Jeffrey, Evans, Hilton, Murray. Plus, I might even be able to get DeMarco. I get DeMarco Murray in my next pick, who I think he's going to be really good. I think they're going to try and run the ball a lot there. I'm also going to try. Okay, so if I do that, and then I go, I figured it out, guys. You have to, for some stupid reason, click on this right spot here. Like, why wouldn't you be able to click down here? NFL.com's terrible. So I picked DeMarco. Melvin, I'd consider, because it's standard. Sims is ranked pretty highly. Coleman's ranked pretty highly here, too. Alfred Morris, I feel like, is launching up. Morris has been really good in the preseason. So if Zeke gets hurt, if you draft Zeke, you have to draft Morris at this point with how good Alfred Morris has been doing. Whoa, Sean Drone's really high. And Ronnie Hillman probably isn't going to make the team, so. Yeah, DeMarco. I'll probably do a 1-for-1 again. Like one wide receiver. Like, look, oh my God. How could you pass this up? Like, I don't even care if I start filling out my bench with monster wide receivers. Like, these guys should not be available right now. Like, who are people drafting? People just drafting, like, oh my God, they're drafting a bunch of quarterbacks and tight ends. Look at that. Quarterbacks are flying off the board. Why? You can't seriously tell me you'd rather draft Luck and Palmer than Eric Decker. Like, Eric Decker is a steal. At the end of the 6th round, that's a steal. Where do I have him ranked? Yeah, I have him ranked 18th as 3rd round value. And I could get him at the end of the 6th. And then I could literally package, if I really felt like it, which I wouldn't, but I could package T.Y. Hilton and Eric Decker for like, oh, someone took DeMarco, for like a monster wide receiver. Or if I really need to, like Gronk or something, like just stack out my team. I meant running back, a monster running back. So if someone was struggling that had AP, I could literally take Hilton Decker, give them that, and they'd probably take it for Adrian Peterson, and just look at what my team would look like. So I do think about that when I'm drafting all these guys. Yeah, I'm definitely drafting Eric Decker. That's way too good value. Why is Marvin? Oh, wow. I'll draft Marvin Jones at that next pick. Not this one, though. This one will probably take Melvin. Oh, what? That's tough. But I feel like Melvin's our guy here. Always pull up the wrong one. Actually, I have Jeremy Hill. Has Langford been taken? I like Langford. Yeah, he has to have been. Oh my god. Where'd Jeremy Hill go? I hate this site. Did he already get drafted, or? Oh god, I have 30 seconds. Oh, he already got drafted. Okay. Never mind. I guess I'll take Melvin Gordon. Who was I looking at? I swear to God I saw Jeremy Hill. So I like this team so far, but the goal for the next one would be Sims. I'll just put Bilipal up there. I feel like the goal for this next round would be Sims and Marvin Jones. I don't understand how Marvin Jones is that low. That is fantastic. Oh my god, Devontae Parker's super low too? How can you seriously tell me that one wide receiver part is Devontae Parker and Tavon Austin? Like, that's embarrassing. Why is Josh Gordon 134th? I think Josh Gordon might get traded to a team that is a Super Bowl contender. Like, he's a lottery pick, but are you seriously this low? Is there anyone else that's insane? No, it doesn't look like there'd be anyone else. I'd be shocked if I saw someone that low. Wow, that's insanely low. I didn't realize that. So yeah, I guess Sims, Marvin Jones would be the preferable picks here, because I think Sims has a ton of upside this year. And then people are just taking quarterbacks, so none of these guys are good value. Besides Brady, if he was there in the ninth round, but he won't be. But generally, I like taking Carr just because I like to stream quarterbacks. So Carr has a super easy first, I think 5 weeks really. But if he can do good for me for the first 3 weeks, I'm fine with that. And then I'll just pick up whoever's hot off waivers. Dalton, I mean, you could probably start Dalton for the whole year. I don't know why he's so low. But basically, quarterbacks are as deep as they've ever been. And the difference between 12 and 20 this year is probably going to be maybe 2 points a game. So it's not worth reaching anywhere for any of these guys. Look at this. The Seahawks and the Chiefs are getting drafted. Oh, this is embarrassing. Which it kind of stinks that there are some auto draft teams. I don't know if those guys, like, look at this. Seahawks, Chiefs, Broncos. Are there really teams out there that would take that in the 8th round? And if you're, a lot of you guys show me your teams, and I am just shocked that you can get those teams just because all the leagues that I'm in are competitive. So people actually know what they're doing, and I swear to God, people don't know what they're doing in these leagues. Like, how on earth are these guys still available in the back half of the 8th, early 9th round? There's just, and that's what happens when people start taking defenses early. Everyone gets shifted back a couple spots. Like, now, I probably don't even have to take Sims. Yeah, I will, but I probably wouldn't have to. I could probably take a shot on Matt Jones, even though he's terrible. Yeah, I actually wouldn't even want to do that. I'd rather have Sims than Matt Jones. Where do I even have him ranked? Oh, I pulled up the right one. Yeah, I have Matt Jones now one spot behind Sim. Oh, God. What have I done? There. Much better. Matt Jones is terrible, if you guys don't know.
Your team is now on the clock.
Alright. Cheryl Sims. Wasn't even paying attention. Marvin Jones is still available. I didn't even know Devontae Parker was. I'm pretty sure Parker has to be ranked higher. Yeah, Devontae Parker's there. Metro, yeah. How on earth can I get these guys? Like, how could it be like legal that my bench receivers are T.Y. Hilton, Eric Decker, and Devontae Parker? That should not be allowed. I mean, literally, if you are drafting this team, look at a team that is 1-4 that has Todd Gurley, David Johnson, Adrian Peterson, and then just terrible wide receivers, and be like, hey, I will literally give you maybe Melvin Gordon, Eric Decker, and T.Y. Hilton for Adrian Peterson. And they'll do that because that is a good value. And you'll still have Devontae Parker backing up Antonio Brown, Alshon Jeffrey, Mike Evans, but then you'll have Latavius Murray and Adrian Peterson also. It's just, that's why I draft a bunch of, the kicker just got drafted. That's why I draft a bunch of bench spots, because I like to swing deals. Maybe I take Sims and Parker and package them up in a deal after they both go off for a week. It's just, I like that value. And I'm not going to reach on a running back that I'm not crazy about when there's amazing wide receivers still on the board. Like, just take the wide receivers so no one else has them. That's not a bad team. Team 2. Let's see an example of a team that you could target. That team wasn't terrible to target. This team right here. Their 2 wide receivers are Edelman and Lockett. So when Bell comes back from the injury, you could be like, listen, I will take Le'Veon Bell. You need depth at wide receiver, and I'll give you my 2 guys. I will give you Hilton and Decker, and I bet you they might take that. It's like Santos, Rams, Hauschka, Gano. Why is Auto Draft seriously doing that? I feel like Auto Draft should be a lot smarter than that, but okay. No, we're not doing quarterback. Fleener is still on the board? Apparently Fleener's ranked really low in ESPN.com. Or NFL, I don't know why I said ESPN. Where's Fleener ranked for me? Like 4th or something? Yeah. 4th at 8-round value. And at the end of the 10th round, he is somehow still available. And he's ranked behind Gates and Julius Thomas. That doesn't make any sense. So I would take Fleener, and then why not take a shot on Josh Gordon? At this point in the 11th round, as my 7th wide receiver, I feel like I could take a shot on anyone. It wouldn't even matter. But if Josh Gordon gets traded to a Super Bowl contender because the Browns don't need him and really don't want him, he's instantly like a wide receiver 1, and he's my wide receiver 7. I mean, look, I could take Powell. Forset's the starter right now. There's still so many guys. I don't understand how, like, Duke Johnson's still on the board. What? Well, I'm taking Colby Fleener.
Your team is now on the clock.
Where's Duke Johnson? 31st. Right ahead of Bilal Powell. Well, I probably should take a running back since I already have 6 wide receivers. If I hadn't drafted Park or something, I would have taken I don't even know where he went, but Josh Gordon. I would have taken Josh Gordon. I feel like I want Bilal Powell now. And I think I'm going to move that because Forte's already a little banged up. He's had injury problems. Not huge injury problems, but he's older, and I don't think he's a prolific running back. I think his skill set is more catching the ball in the open space, and that's not where they're going to use him. They're going to use Powell there, and Powell looks better in the run game right now. So there is a potential that Powell becomes the every down back this year. I'm not going to say it's likely, but there is potential that he becomes the every down back this year. And getting that in the 11th round as my running back 5, I will more than gladly take that. So I have one more bench spot, and then we'll do the quarterback, kicker, defense stuff. So I can get a quarterback whenever I feel like it. Um, should I take if Josh Gordon's available at the end of the 12th? Are you kidding me? I would take that because Latavius, Melvin Gordon, Sims, Powell. I can definitely find two of those guys to start each week. And the options at running back at this point, I'd just be taking a shot on Booker, Alfred Morris, Forsett, DeAndre Washington. I'd just be taking shots on those guys, and I feel like I'm pretty safe with Powell, Sims as backups. So I just don't get that. How is he ranked that lowly? Even if he doesn't get traded, he has the potential to be the number one. I know that he probably wouldn't end up being. I feel like Coleman would still be the number one, but just the potential alone, he's got to be worth a 10th round pick. I'd say probably 10th round. Where do I have him? Ninth? Yeah. Ninth, 10th round. Somewhere around there. I think this is for a 12 team would be ninth round, which would end up being 10th or 11th for standard. But he should not be behind Treadwell. There's no way. Shouldn't be behind Mike Wallace. Pierre, depends how you drafted your team. I'm going for sheer upside at this point. But if you needed someone, Pierre's probably better, and so is Vincent Jackson. But no way should he be behind Aguilar. No way behind Doxson. No way behind Sanu. Maybe Diggs and Willie Snead. Like, I'd probably draft Willie Snead and Stephon Diggs before him if I needed this guy to produce, but I don't need him to ever see the football field. I mean, I have Brown, Alshon, Evans, Hilton, Decker, and Parker. I don't need Josh Gordon to ever play football again. I just don't need that. My team could still win the championship easily, and him never see the field. And if he gets traded to, say, the Patriots, which I'd be fine with, but let's say he gets traded to a team like that maybe needs a stud wide receiver but has everything else working for them, I mean, he instantly gets catapulted into like wide receiver 2 range. Like instantly. And you're getting him in the 12th round. Like, that's just... I don't understand that at all. I don't understand the logic behind not drafting him. Make your pick, would you? Oh, who am I taking after that? It would be a quarterback. And... yeah, I've been going back and forth. Well, actually,
Your team is now on the clock.
there's still a ton of guys. Because I would say I'd go back and forth between Dalton and Carr, but I could also still have Cousins and Tyrod Taylor, who I like both of them more. Pretty sure I have Cousins ranked higher. Yeah, Cousins then Tyrod. I really do like Tyrod Taylor, though. I might look at their first couple games, but draft Josh Gordon,
Now on the clock.
not Romo. I think Tyrod Taylor. Although Carr is easy. No, I think Tyrod Taylor. I really like him this year. A lot of rushing yards. He's going to get rushing touchdowns. He doesn't throw picks. He's got Watkins back. I know he had Watkins at the end of last year, but that's when Taylor was going off, was the end of last year. So that's a solid pick. And this is a really good team. It doesn't really matter who my kicker defense is, so I can just talk about them now and then in the video. But Tyrod Taylor, Latavius Murray, Melvin Gordon, Antonio Brown, Alshon, Fleener, Mike Evans, and then the bench. Hilton, Decker, Sims, Parker, Powell, Gordon. That is really good. I would be very excited if this was my team going into the season. And even if one of my guys gets hurt or does bad, like I have easy options that I could plug in, and I could look on free agency. And yeah, this team's a monster. I feel like NFL.com, some of their rankings are just messed up. I don't understand how some of the guys are so low. And I still could have gotten Vance later. I still could have gotten really any of these quarterbacks I felt like getting. Like, yeah, I feel like it's easier to make a good team with NFL.com, but what are you going to do? I'm going to put this on auto draft if I ever auto pick. There, it's on auto pick. Always leave a draft after putting it on auto pick. That's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you watched this far, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and thanks for watching.